Rin knows that Naja is looking for her. She puts up a fire signal because Naja will know that she knows that he's coming for her. She's shouting, "Where are you?" And that's really funny because it reminds me of the scary movie one when Sydney is yelling, "What are you waiting for?" Okay, anyways. Then rain just drops. Dragons can control weather slash rain. I am so ready for this moment. A group of her troops come around her, and she's very grateful for their loyalty and bravery. But she tells them to go because Naja will destroy them very quickly. I love when she says, "This is now a battle between gods." I am living for this moment. Finally, we are getting some fantasy fighting going on. When Naja does appear, the water is parting for him. And Rin does mention how the rain feels like needles stabbing her. She sees this new Naja, the next crown prince, a new person. I love it. This is the Naja I've been seeing since book two. No more is he a boy. Naja is a man. I still see Rin as a girl, which is sad. The man versus the girl. When Naja tells her, "Hello, Rin," it takes me back to book two when he captured her and the psych and practically said the same thing. She noticed that his voice is deeper. He looks much more crueler. She knows that he's stronger than her. She's having a hard time against the rain. One thing I do appreciate about Rin is her fighting spirit. She will not go down without a fight, and I admire that a whole lot. At this moment, she's like, "I will not kneel down in front of this a hole." When the fight does happen, I am all giggles for some. Well, I am all giggles. Rin and Naja are both going at it, just like book one, but it feels a little bit more extreme. I'm living for this moment. I'm giggling because hearing them fight, it feels like they want to start off more professional, starting with the knife, starting with the sword, but then it just turns into this fist fight between them. They're kicking and Bryn is biting and punching. She's like she's like, "I'm landing hits." But then she remembers she has a stump. So maybe she's not landing these hits like she thought she was. I'm laughing my butt off this time around. I'm rooting for Rin, which is surprising. But I'm also like, kick her ass, Naja. I love that he is here. I usually don't like men and women fighting, but I feel like RF Kwan did it right. Rin is able to defend herself. She can take punches and she can give them. I don't see Rin as a woman soldier. I see her as a fighter. She takes the blows and she gives the blows. She's doing everything she can to fight. I love that Naja is hitting her. No soft punches here. One of the things that I love about them is that they are able to fight each other. They can hurt each other. They are rivals. I love that in book one because they were rivals. I love it here because they are now rivals again. It makes sense that they are hurting and punching each other. I am enjoying this moment. While Rin is taken down, Naja is beating the lights out of her. This does feel a little personal. Naja is hurting her for things left unsaid, I think. It also is to make sure that she doesn't get up. They want her alive. I love that Rin is taking the blows. She's down and it can't move. Rin does manage to bring Naja down, and she doesn't have enough time to bring herself to slam the sword down. The dirigibles come in and start having troops on the ground. Rin loses her opportunity and she runs off. Rin has been lying on the ground for hours. No one is coming to look for her. She is a general. They should be looking for her. So that's really questionable. She does find Venka, who seems to be unhurt. She can't find Kit Tai, and she knows that without him, she's just a normal girl. Venka and Rin look everywhere for him, and Venka tells her that he's gone. Rin freaks out, but Venka is telling her that he might be alright. I'm very upset here. They find out that Kitai has been taken, and Rin is desperate without him. She tries to find a connection, but she can't. The first time listening to this, I couldn't shake off the feeling or the question, why is no one looking for her? She can't find any other leadership around, and I hate this unsettling feeling it gives. Rin is going through the motions of what she should do and starts doing a few of them. Some are good, but she has a really low moment where she misses Kitai because Kitai is the brains in their operation. It doesn't mean that Rin is stupid because she's not, but she values Kitai's intelligence, his input on many things. She learns that she can't do this by herself, and I think that's been one of her biggest problems. She's capable of learning, but she's not capable of managing. Her imaginary friend tells her to stop being a baby and start doing something. And this is the one time I will agree with her imaginary friend. In this situation, I would be crying, I would be miserable. So Rin is pulling herself together a lot better than I would have. And again, where the heck is Soji and the other leaders? It bugged the heck out of me with the first time listening to it. I know that they're leaving her out. That's obvious. Rin does get summoned to Soji's office, which she does not like because she outranks him. I'm also a bit moody about the summons because it feels like a man thing to do. When she gets there, she is greeted by the monkey warlord, and he tells her that he has arrived at the right time. His soldiers are there helping with the rescue efforts. Then Soji comes inside, and she's about to get bombarded, booted. Adios, Rin. She is being confronted by the peace letter that says that all she has to do is turn herself in and everyone else can walk free. Rin is confused, but puts it together that the monkey warlord has been following her every step, having spies on her. I have another opinion here. I think that the letter has been written twice, one for Rin and one for the monkey warlord. And I think that was by Naja's plan or by the spy's plan. This I have made a final decision of who the spy was, and I think this person doubled the letter to give to the monkey warlord and Rin. Rin tells them that they need her. The monkey warlord says, "We needed you in the south, and now that we got the south, you're just a liability." Unfortunately, I agree with the monkey warlord. Rin is a liability. All they want is Rin. This has always been a problem for Rin since book one. She has no loyalty. She only has one person she can depend on, and that's Kitai. Venka at this moment is very questionable. Rin has no option but to depend on people's words to keep their promises. She's fighting so hard to get what she was promised. She needs these people to complete her goal, and that's unfortunate. She has no personality besides her fighting spirit. She's not kind. She's very straightforward. She's stern and upfront. She is intimidating. Even in book one, her classmates were intimidated by her. She needs allies. She doesn't have to be buddy buddy with everyone, but she needs the respect from the South. The monkey warlord has earned that respect over years, of course. Rin doesn't have years, but people are scared of her. They only see her as the Phoenix. They don't see her as Rin, a potential general or leader. It doesn't help that she left the South and hated her own people. It sucks that she has to put her guard up, but Naja stabbed her in the back. Visera stabbed her in the back. Dodgy stabbed Alton in the back. She has so many betrayals. I feel really sorry for her. It's sad to say, but nobody likes her. No one respects Rin the person. The only person on her side is Kittai. All these things are starting to pile on top of her, so it's no surprise to me when things start to crumble. The first time listening to this, I really blamed Rin, and I still kind of do. And I was very angry at her as well because I'm like, you honestly didn't see this coming. Now, the second time around, I'm more on her side just a little bit. I still think that her wanting to fight comes from vengeance and spite more than wanting to actually help her people. The South has the potential to be a safe haven if Rin turns herself in. If she really wanted to protect her people, she would have agreed. But she doesn't want to be taken in. She has a right to fight for herself. It just sucks that she has involved more people. If she really wanted to save people and keep them safe, then take me. Leave them alone. On the other hand, she and the monkey warlord know that Viceroy can double cross them. But at that point, that's on you to figure it out. While Bryn is lying on the floor after she was bombarded by the monkey warlord and Soji, I do feel sorry for her this time around. The first time around, I was really pissed at her for falling for the lies because she fell for Viceroy's lies. It's like she's not learning her lesson, so I was really mad at her. But this time around, I understand her a lot more. I don't root for her, but I understand her. She did win their wars for them. She did rely on their promise in a way because she can't do much on her own. She did fall for the flattery that the monkey warlord was giving her. And I think it just maybe the part that I feel bad for her is the part because Soji was trying to help her out during their travels, and to see him back out is a little like ouch. And it's really complicated because the South want to be free and they want to be away from Viceroy and the experience. Is that possible? Could that have happened if they give Rin over? So it's really like I don't know, because you never know of the backstabbing or the fake promises that are given in this time. Daji sort of comes in and saves her. She manipulates Soji and the other soldiers from Naja's group. It's funny because they call him the young marshal, and that is a European word. So they are already influencing their terms and government into this country. Daji wants them to travel to the Snake Province to a certain mountain. She has the situation under control, except sort of Soji. Kind of. Soji does somewhat ask questions about their journey, and it looks like he is somewhat fighting whatever manipulation Daji has on them. We go into a memory and we learn about the night when the Spearly Island is going up in flames by the Muganese. Riga is reading a story. He mentions how fire and water are always against each other, always fighting. Daji is very scared of him and very cautious around him. He has this anger that has been happening more often after they got rid of the Catraids and their prophecy was spoken. I understand Daji a lot more here because she is just this very scared woman. She has had this fear since they were children, and she's trying to contain this powerful person all the time. She must be really tired. While Spearly is burning, Jung comes in and is frantic. He is asking where are Visera's ships, what's going on. Spearly is under attack. Daji is giving us some context about Jung's attachment to Hanale and how they were scared that he was going to marry her, which is quite interesting. I didn't pay attention to that part the first time around because Hanale has been mentioned before. She was mentioned that she looked like Rin, which is interesting. Here's the thing with R.F. Kuan's writing. She tends to do this a lot. Gives us hints, details some information about things. But once you think you have the answer, she tends to tug you in a different direction. And it's annoying. She says one thing and then it's dismissed. She won't give you an answer. You know, it's supposed to be implied. When I look up Reddit questions or just questions about some of the lore of this book, I've seen a few comments that say it's implied, and I really don't like that. I'm very annoyed when she does this, especially when we don't get an answer. This works if you have more books coming out, but she doesn't. This is the last book and we still won't get an answer. This series is, first of all, not important enough for me to go through again and analyze every little detail. Second of all, Rin is a huge brat. I cannot go through this series again. I just cannot. A lot of books, movies, and media in general don't give you answers, and I'm annoyed with them too. I also have read her other book, and I just come to the realization that her writing is just not for me. It's just not my style, and that's totally okay. Her other book, there was some things left unsaid, and I was not really happy with that. It felt really unfulfilled for me personally. Riga is giving us a lot of information about his relationship with Dojin and Jung, how he pulled them from the refugee camps, he pushed them to become his subjects and to fear him. These two scared children following their bully around. It's so sad to think of it like that. Jung and Riga are about to go at it with each other, and this is when Daji starts creating that seal. Then Riga falls down. I want to give props to the narrator in this upcoming part because her voice acting is really great here. When we go into like this news report, her name is Emily Wu Zeller. She does an amazing job here. Like, her voice is amazing in this report because it doesn't sound anything like the other voices that she has done. It's like this completely male voice, and I am in awe of her voice acting here. The report basically says that the Spearly, Rin, is the main thing that is preventing them from total victory. The villagers / the people are surprisingly not converting well to the new religion. There's some resistance to it. We have the Esperians taking advantage of cheap labor. They claim that these people don't know what they have, kind of like Pocahontas. The people are very docile. They don't show resistance. This news report flew over my head the first time around. So listening to this now, it feels like a lot of information I can't believe I missed. Tarket is the person giving this report. He mentions that Naja is a test subject and they will soon figure out a way to stop the shamans or shaman. This report gives a lot of good information. I can't believe I missed it the first time. It's amazing to have Tarket mention Rin to the top leaders. So she really is public enemy number one. It's scary to know that these leaders know you exist. Rin is taken to the mountain and she is going to be put there. That's why I mentioned that Daji kind of saves her. Daji gives the soldiers some brief info about those who merge with their god, and those people will enter the mountain so they don't destroy the world. The soldiers are like, that sucks. And I'm like, yeah, that does suck. It sucks to be a shaman. Who would want to be a shaman? Who? That's why I don't blame Naja for hating what he is, because being a shaman just sucks. This is literally your destiny. Honestly, who wants this? Dragon thing has its own little mountain right there. It's disgusting. Like, who wants that? Rin is now trapped in the mountain. And I don't feel sorry for her at all. She feels this very suffocating pressure. And she wants it to end. She wants to unalive. Yeah, okay, blah, blah, blah. When does she not want to be unalive? Like, I'm trying not to laugh because I know it's a sensitive topic, but she's always saying this. And how many times have she told others that they're wimps because they don't want to be alive? And now she's singing about it. So that's why I find it funny, and why I just dislike Rin. She has no sensitivity for others but herself sometimes. Most of the time. She starts going down memory lane. Memories with Kasegi, which are very sweet. Her memories at Synagard, and being in the cool chamber studying, and her memories of Naja. She longs for these moments with him. I hate to say this, but that's love. I hate to admit it. I have tried to deny this for so long. You have no idea how much I've denied any love in this book, because I just learned the second time around listening to this what they mean about love. But that's until later. That longing she's feeling is love, and in a way that is so sad, and not in a bad way. I do feel sorry for her. We all have those moments where we should have, right? And I feel like that is happening right now to Rin. But let's start with Kasegi. She severed that connection the moment she left for Synagard. She cut him off purposely. And when she saw him again, she severed that relationship again. So again, you want to feel bad for Rin, but she does this to herself. When it comes to Synagard, of course, we love those moments when we feel safe at school. All you have to do is go to school, nothing else. I can see Synagard be that place of consistency that she needed in her life. When we hit Naja, she's remembering his face, and you cut ties with Kasegi. You got mad and started fights with Naja for no reason. All he wanted to do was see you. He wanted to be your friend. Both of them, actually. Naja didn't understand why you were so clingy to Alton. He respected the fact that you wanted Alton in your life, and you didn't want anyone to speak ill of him. It's frustrating at times because you really needed to appreciate these moments with him. Like Soji said, this is what we're fighting for. It's happiness. It's the little moments, and we should enjoy them. Now that she's in the mountain, she's thinking about them. So that sucks for her, It's like, instead of picking fights, maybe you should have enjoyed these moments. But it's hard because her feelings get in the way a lot of the time. When she continues to think about nausea, she considers it all as manipulation. And I think this is a really good example of a unreliable character, because all those moments she did have with nausea, she thought it was because Viceroy ordered nausea to do it, but I don't think so. No, I know so. He truly saw Rin as a friend and even an inspiration in his life. She says that their connection feels like a missing glove, which I'm not sure. I don't believe that. I think that's going too far comparing their relationship, but they did find a bond as soldiers and as fighters. I don't think Arif Kwan created a relationship enough for me to agree that they are missing a missing glove for each other. I don't agree with that at all. I think she did that better with Rin and Kid Tai. They feel like missing gloves. The moment they met, it felt like destiny. Naja cares about Rin, but he decided to choose duty over those feelings. We have to remember that Rin told him, "Do your job." That's what Rin said to him, and that's what he's doing. That's what he's been doing. When she moves on and sees her imaginary friend again, the way he speaks to Rin, it's how I feel I speak to her. It's bad, but it's hard because I have really strong feelings for Rin. And I've been following her journey for 2 books now, and now 3. So she's not a likable character. And maybe that says something on this version of Alton, knowing that Rin is just not a likable person. Sometimes Rin understands better when someone speaks to her very firmly. And her imaginary friend Upfront tells her of her mistakes. She had everything she wanted, but of course everything crumbled beneath her. Her imaginary friend tells her, "You couldn't even finish Naja off because he was your school crush." And yeah, she couldn't do it because she still loves him. And who knows, maybe he felt the same. On a lighter note, it's do you think that she had a crush on him when they were in school? I remember Kid Tai making fun of her for it, so I think that was pretty funny. Rin was about to be abused again by Alton, by her imaginary friend, when she is saved by Daji and Jung, which he has been released. He's all smiles and teases her, but Rin is not feeling it. She is extremely hurt. All she remembers is her master leaving her. She does call him out. She said, "I needed you, Alton needed you." His response is, "I couldn't save Alton." And Rin says, "You could have saved me." It's interesting that she said that, because what about saving you? You wanted the Phoenix. He tried to prevent you from accessing the Phoenix. That was all on her. That was all on Rin. Rin has made a lot of mistakes and she tends to blame other people for them. Did he run away? Absolutely yes. And that makes him a coward. Is there a responsibility between student and master? Absolutely. But there's only so much a master can help you. Rin continues to blame him for running away, for not being there for her. Rin does long for a father figure to be there and to take care of her. Jung was that person at Synagard, and he ran away without truly explaining to Rin what it means to be a shaman. And he does have that responsibility as a master to Rin. Rin is not a person that will forgive easily, so she doesn't. And she's just not that girl. We get a recap on what's been going on, and the Monkey Warlord has taken over the Southern Army, with Soji having control over the Iron Wolves. The ones that were loyal to Rin are no longer, since they traded her for immunity. I don't blame them. Rin, Jung, and Daji are by a campfire, and it's a far cry from where they were at before. The Empire, the school, Visor's army, they are now eating rats, which is cool. Food is food. They are deciding what they're going to do and who they are going to get rid of. It's easier that way to get things done. And Rin is asking if morally this is right, but both of them are telling her to get over it. This is how you do it when you're in a ruling position. Rin is being influenced right now, and she actually is quite easily influenced by powerful people. When they are traveling, they see a lot of destruction around them. The Southern Army were punished for not handing Rin over. Daji explains the warfare that the Asparians used on them. It was a psychological warfare. A lot of it was scaring the people. Rin asks, what did she do? And Daji gives her a look of, are you dumb? We went to the Pantheon. When Daji told Rin in book 2, you don't understand true fear, I think this is what she meant, as well as Riga. I think she was referring to the psychological distress the Asparians put on them, and then Riga not making it any better. Rin has experienced fighting in battle. So which is worse? Running away from the destruction or fighting in that destruction? Jung tells Rin that getting their powers, it was easy dealing with the Asparians or anybody, because they would pluck them out of the skies like mosquitoes, and her and Riga would have like this competition. Jung does get a little frightened by what he just said, and Rin looks at him like, who are you? They make it to where Kitai is, and they have this cover story where Rin is the daughter of Daji and Jung. Rin doesn't believe it will work since they look nothing alike. Jung laughs it off, and this is what I mean about RF Kwan tugging us along. Could Jung be Rin's father because of Hanalei? There's a comment that says it's implied, but is RF Kwan saying no? Is RF Kwan saying no here? Is she saying no to this theory? So you can see how I'm frustrated. I would just like an answer, please. I don't think that's too hard, instead of just letting it linger in the air. When they're entering the gates, she tells them that this conversation never happened. You'll forget about us, which is so funny because maybe she's a Star Wars fan. It made me laugh. Rin is amazed by this new place where the Asparians have taken over. It's very modern and it almost feels like a steampunk environment. She's gawking at everything. I think what's important here is thousands of years of history gone because of the Asparian influence. I personally love technology, but it can be overstimulating. Who decides what we keep and what we lose? While they're looking around and waiting for Kitai to respond, and one thing that they notice is how clean it is. There are some rules and regulations that the city has to follow, as well as a sign on how to be clean. Rin doesn't like this since this feels like an insult on her people, as if they didn't know how to stay clean. On the other hand, I like the rules. I like how it tells others how to keep clean, because people need to be reminded that you just can't throw your trash out into the streets willy-nilly. You need to wash your hands. If you don't follow regulations, people can get really sick. I actually like rules that remind everybody to look after one another and how cleanliness can help everyone. But I do understand the insult that Rin feels. Rin is getting very anxious about this new environment. Daji explains that, I know you feel like you're in a place that you're not needed. That is such a really sad point of view. They are changing their ways because they think it's their divine right. If you remember US history, this was one of the reasons why people coming from Europe to the Americas think they have the divine right to colonize and take over lands. So, to fit their needs, these aspirants are coming in and think they have the divine right to change these. Kitai responds back, and I love the snippet of him trying to get people to play with him, but no one wants to play with him. It's so cute. I am such a Kitai fangirl. He is located inside a church, which is hilarious because Jung says, "That's not a prison." And Rin says, "No, it's worse. That's a church." Churches can be symbolized as colonization. And I'm glad that Arif Kwan is pointing that out. She is reuniting with Kitai, and it's one of the sweetest moments in the whole dang series. Her love for Kitai really makes me warm up to her a lot. And the way they reunite, it feels like two soulmates. This feels like the glove that they are missing. Forget about Naja. This is a man in front of you, Rin. Open your eyes. Naja comes in and is speaking to Kitai quite casually, like two students talking about their next assignment. She wants to get rid of his existence quickly, but we hear Kitai be very demanding. It's funny. It was funny the first time, it's funny the second time, because he's like, "I need new books. Hello." And Naja is like, "Sure, I'll bring that over." I love this tone between them. Naja is maturing, and he is no longer the school bully. Rin is hearing them talk, and she wants the same thing. She wants to talk to him. She wants her comrade back. There's a part of me that feels bad, but thinking back to her friendship, she did pick fights with him. She let her jealousy get the better of her a lot in book 2. If Rin actually allowed herself to calm down and talk to Naja, maybe they could have settled a few things. Maybe Naja could have slipped a few things that could benefit her, or maybe work together. When Naja came into her room to tell her about his dream, instead of snapping with him, they could have had an insightful conversation about maybe their feelings, about maybe the experience, something. But Rin is always eager to start swinging at Naja because of her feelings and jealousy of him. This is what she missed out. She screwed up the relationship when they had one. Maybe it didn't have to be this way if they put their swords down. And I just want to add that now she wants to talk. Now she wants to sit down with him. I understand that he stabbed her in the back, and that was not okay. But again, maybe a civil conversation, maybe a hint of if they did talk, something would have happened where Rin would have put her guard up a little bit more. And I hate to say this, but that almost did happen when Naja told her about not wanting to be a shaman, not wanting any more shamans. That should have been her sign right there. But I get it. They were friends, and she thought she wasn't going to do that. We all thought he wasn't going to do that. So there's just give and take in this whole situation. Naja is having this interesting conversation with a lot of information given to Kitai. Naja is way over his head. Money is running out because of bribery to keep things together. He hates Tarket. They want to use his people for labor. It's a really huge mess. Kitai tells him, "You started this, now you have to finish it." Naja also wants him on his side, including Rin, and she could have become a general or whatever she wanted. And he doesn't believe that she's gone. It's really hard to believe Naja here. I do find him honest. I do believe that he believes that what he is saying is true. But the aspirants have the power, And we have that fine print that Naja never really explains. The Asperians will never give her general position, and he does mention that he messed up by stabbing her in the back. He said he didn't have a choice. I agree with the stab in the back because they needed to get rid of her. She is this huge problem in their greater plans. In order to achieve these a little bit better, they needed to get rid of her. So it was actually a good plan. He just stabbed in the wrong direction. I also hope it was a wake up call for him. Like, yikes, I screwed up. I shouldn't have listened to my father here. Sorry, there are no takebacks, Naja. There is this hate that Rin feels, but also a longing for a friend to have a conversation with him. But if she did have a conversation with him, she would most likely tell him to F off. This is exactly how she would act, unfortunately. It's pretty clear that the Asperians are taking over the country and their people. It's what his father has done. Kid Tai tells Rin that Naja did try to break him, but he can't break him. He's like, he tried to break me when I was younger, and he tried to bully him at school, but it never got to Kid Tai. Never. The tears are coming, okay, people? The tears are coming. It surprises Rin how strong Kid Tai is and how prideful he can be. No one can tear him down. I'm happy that Rin sees that. It's like a reminder, and I love it. But when her imaginary friend talks, my happy balloon pops because he says the only person who can bring him down is you. And that hurts so much. And I'm telling myself, like, don't cry, don't cry. We're not there yet.